listen, it would be, is it fine now?
Yes, yes, everything is fine.
Okay. So now we can continue because
Yes.
today what happens? Today I connected with a co-learner and she is not comfortable to record the video. So I talked to her for 10 minutes and she didn't want me to that to record the video. So I didn't record the video. So, and it takes much time to make videos, to edit those videos, to upload videos. So it takes much time, and you need also patience. So sometimes what happens, it happens like that. Sometimes I face internet issues. Sometimes other co-learner face is internet issues. So this is how it takes much time. So yeah.
Because
So how is your so how you shared that you are not uploading videos on your channel. So why you are not uploading videos on your channel? May I know for your busy schedule, for your studies, or something else?
I think the what aspect are encapsulate because first of
Your
all
voice is
now
your voice your voice is low.
and now
Yeah, right now it's okay.
I was saying that both aspects are encapsulate in that way because first of all the busy schedule and another reason is nowadays net has been I mean uh, it has been costly, so it's not possible to upload the videos on the daily basis even in my case because whenever I talk to someone else, if that person is YouTuber, so I always try to say that person that you should upload that video so that I can watch that video on that one YouTube channel. I always try, now I try to, and if someone is not the YouTuber, so I just download that video and just upload on my YouTube channel in the rare case. But now I think stopped the uploading the videos because the main issue is the cost. For me, I think
Absolutely.
uploading the video, I don't think that take the too much time. I just upload the videos in the 5 minutes because
Oh,
I'm not. Yes, I just edit little bit and just making the thumbnail minutes, just like that. Like for example, earlier I used to, so I used to just when I take my food, so I just in between I just make the thumbnail. I used to make the thumbnails, but since I mean I appear in the exam, I got fail and I evaluate the things I calibrate that what were the reasons. So I found out and I got to know that somewhere these things were I think uh, the main cause is due to which I failed because I was not so concentrated. So I thought first of all I should put into them in the garage and I should work on myself.
absolutely, absolutely. You should focus on your studies first, and then the any other things. So, which
Correct.
operator, which SIM card do you use? Is it Jio or Airtel or any other operator?
Yes. So it's a Geo.
Okay,
Geo.
okay. I use Airtel because their internet connection of Jio is not good. So that's why I prefer to use Airtel, and I recharge with 349. I get 2 GB per day, and it's really it costs a lot. And to make videos, it consumes data. To upload videos, that also consumes data. So yeah,
Right. And so what is the time duration for that? For that L?
and it's for 28 days only. 28 days.
Could you repeat me once again the cost, the price of your plan?
Three 349, 349, 349 rupees. I pay for
So
28 days.
so I think the cost of the Airtel and the Jio is very similar. The same thing is also with my plan. I also recharge a few days back, so the cost was very similar, 349, and
Uh,
I also get 2G data per day,
for how much?
28 days.
for 28 days, how much money you paid for that?
If 349.
349 for Geo 2.
Yes, yes, GU2.
Oh,
I think
okay.
there is a similarity.
Recharge has increased a lot. They have increased a lot, so it's really very bad about us, for us
Yes,
especially, because you have to study, so you have to watch videos on YouTube. So you have to
yes,
spend much time on YouTube for your classes, and then you have to make this kind of videos. Then you have to upload, so it consumes a data. So
yes,
yeah, we are facing a lot of issues these days for this.
yes.
Okay.
And, and when I take the sessions, I mean when I do the practice through my laptop, so my laptop also take too much MB, too much net. So that is the reason. But it's okay, but I always feel very comfortable while having the session with my PC, because I I maintain my body posture, my expression. But when I take the session on my with my phone, so I couldn't express myself in the well defined manner. So sometimes we have to pay the price for the something.
Okay, so you are used to it. You are used to this laptop, so that is why it happens with you. We are using mobile phones, so we don't face that kind of problems. I don't have even laptop, so I don't feel like that I have to connect to my laptop. So I always connect with people through this mobile. Okay. So do you get free time these days? Do you have free times these days? Or what do you do in your free time?
Yes, so I have, I mean, I get free from 11, I mean 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. This time, and next is 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. Although I do the study, but I take some light subject which are not so tough for me. They are very easy. So in between, I just talk an hour per day, because I also record my own sessions. Because when I revise, I mean something for related with my study, so I speak in the English and then I record those sessions also. So I think multiple things are there with my practice, with my
Okay.
study.
So that's great. That's incredible. It is. So, what did you do from morning to still now today? When did you wake up today? And what did you do from morning to still now?
See, I mean, I get up generally 4 a.m. and after that, first of all, I just touch upon the Dhartima. This is the the first duty I feel, and after that, I do the yoga and I just complete everything within the an hour. I take the bath and I just do the puja, and then I start my study uh, till
Oh,
till 10 a.m. and I have taken 2 hours for reading newspapers and having the food. If I get that remaining time, so I do the session.
oh, okay, that's
But
great.
I always try to minimize the things so that I can spare my time with having the session with the someone else.
Yes, yes, yes. So,
Yes.
do you like to study at night? Like, can you stay awake at night? Because I am saying this because I can't just study at night. Whatever I have to study, I just prefer to study all these things during the day. So, but there are some people who can study at 10, at 1 p.m., 2 p.m. They keep awake at night. So are you a kind of person who can do that, or you will prefer to go to bed early, like before 10? What kind
No,
of person
absolutely.
you are?
Absolutely not. I just 11 p.m. I always try to sleep 11 p.m. But nowadays, actually, by the yesterday, I used to study. I mean, 12 p.m. A, 8 p.m. So, but now I have decided just I would maintain my consistency. With I have to now sleep 11 p.m. in the night and get up in the 4 a.m. So this, you can see the discipline would be start from the tomorrow.
And that is Because you have you have many subjects and you have to cover all those subjects, so it takes much time. And yeah, so from where you follow current affairs? Do you follow any particular channel for current affairs?
Yes, you are very. So, do you know current affairs? Current
Yes,
affairs.
I
Yes,
I used to
yes.
follow earlier, but these days I don't.
Okay. So you are preparing for the state level exam.
Yes, 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 you
Am I
can say.
correct? Yes, yes. But my exam is the central level, so the current affairs portion for the both for you and for me both are different because my current affairs is not related with the that kind of the I mean those we watch in the daily news channels. My current affairs is not like that. I have to follow the I mean the I have to read the details. And we are not like in state level exam. We have to study the content in the to the point. But for us, we have to make the comprehensive notes of the content. So our content is totally different from yours. So
Oh,
I read the monthly magazine. That is the Vision IS, which I don't know that whether you know. Yeah, so I think the kind of industrial level exam are very different from the civil services. But I generally keep the focus on my newspaper because when I read the newspaper the whole month and when I come to my the monthly current affairs, so it give me I think the advantage. Uh, so yes, but my campus is totally different from yours. If I have to say in the very simple word,
okay. So in total, how many subjects are there in civil service?
you cannot you cannot count the subject. I mean, everything is under the subject. What I can say, there's so many. I mean, multiples are there. If I have to say that we have to read some more than the hundreds books, it is also the less book. If I have to count, and multiple subjects are there. For example, history, geography, and international relations and society. Social media is there, international relations. I mean, huge subjects are there, and we have the multiple points on which we have to make the notes. We have to make I mean, make the very small notes and prepare them before the exam. I mean, if someone asks me, so I always try to tell that person minimize their things because otherwise, when you tell someone that this exam has such a wide syllabus, so people think that you are speaking lie. So I always say that the syllabus is very short, but you are the aspirant, so that is why I'm telling you, huge syllabus is.
So in all those subjects, which subject do you like the most? Like I have heard that there is polity as well. Like
Yes,
you have to figure out
my favorite.
Indian constitution. You like that?
Yes, I always think that because polity is my favorite subject, I always think that polity is like my best friend. And in the last exam, which held in the June, and so I mean, I was preparing for the other subject, but I didn't pay so much attention on the polity. I thought I could cover it before the exam, but I didn't get the time, and I appear in my exam because I didn't prepare quality so much, and I correct each and every question, so whatever came to my exam. So I always, you can say, I blindly follow and blindly trust on the polity without having
Oh.
kind of ifs and the buts.
And what about economy? Do you like that subject?
Yeah, actually, for me, economy was very complicated subject. But when I used to take it, take the classes on a coaching, that is actually free of cost. So it is also very smooth subject for me. But only the one subject which I feel which is very tougher for me, it's the science and tech. Science and
Oh,
tech. This is for me. This is a disaster subject because till now I haven't studied, but I would study after the October month because for the next the 100 days I have to study some other subject. But I feel that it's a little bit tough subject for me because I'm not from that background. I just study the science by the class 12th, so I'm not much aware about that. And what is your favorite subject?
Yeah. When I was in school, favorite subject was history. Still, I like history a lot. Whenever I get time, I just start studying history because I love to know about the past, ancient people and ancient civilization.
Like,
I'm very I like all, so I still I read.
yes, correct.
And in my college, there was no any options, so I had to like English. So since then, I can say I have been liking this subject. That is English.
Correct. In my case, this is very funny thing. I always think that polity is my wife and history is my sister. Both will never, give me any kind of the disadvantage. I also too like, and nowadays I'm just revising the history and particularly the ancient and medieval history. So amazing facts about the, the ancient history and about the culture, particularly about Indian culture. It always give me goosebumps when we reached, and particularly, but I'm sometimes I get confused by reminding revising the dates because so many dates are there, so many battles are there in the history, so we have to revise them.
Everyone knows that I don't like to remember dry facts of history, and especially when it comes to dates and years. They just forget everything. But I like to remember. Whenever I read one time, these days it has become easier for me to remember years as well because it's been so many years we have been studying. So that is why I think it has become easier for me to remember years as
Yes. Yes, I always do. And in what I have done, I have just made a flow chart in front of my table. So I just label it on the wall. Whenever I just take my food after 12 p.m., I just pay the little bit attention on there. And but because so many incidents are there, we have to revise them in very sequence. Because when we
well.
remind them in the sequence, so it give a kind of flow us, and we easily can remember the dates. And so, have you appeared in any exam till now?
Again, I didn't get you. Please repeat. Your picture got stuck.
Sorry, your voice is not coming.
Please repeat. Could you please repeat? I didn't get. Have I ever appeared in examination? What did you
Yes,
say?
yes, I'm asking for your. Have you appeared in any
Yeah,
exam?
I appeared in SSC CGL one time. I appeared in SSC MTS one time. And I applied for CHSL, but I didn't appear in that examination. So that time I bought a lot of books like Lucent GK and what was the name of that book? Like English reasoning and mathematics. The publication name I'm not able to remember right now. So
Rakesh
I
Kumar.
bought a no, it's not Rakesh. No, it was. I'm not able to remember right now. I have to see. So I read that time a lot and I gathered a lot of information that time. I couldn't clear the examination, that's true. I became sick, so I left that preparation. But I gathered a lot of information, and that time I developed like a habit of knowing things in this world. So yeah, read a lot that time, and it doesn't matter whether you are able to crack the examination or not. You are going to be wise. There is no doubt.
Yes, absolutely true. And yes, for the SSC, I also appeared. 2000. I think it was the last year, if I'm not incorrect. I studied well, and but I just left the preparation because I just switched from my home to city, since I was taking the classes there, because my English is also grammar level is very good, and my GK is absolutely fine. But I didn't appear in that exam. My father denied me that you should not appear, so I left. He said that you just keep the focus on the your civil service exam. I think the questions that ask in the SSC, particularly in the SSC CTL and CHSL MTS, they are very deeper questions.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Yes, and more difficult. People say that it's impossible to crack the SSC CGL until you have the strong grip on the mathematics. And how is your mathematics?
I'm not good at mathematics, and that is what I think holds me back. Otherwise, I'm good at English. I could manage with English and GK, everything could be managed. But I am not good at mathematics, and that is
I
why.
too. I too. I too. I have I have a strong grip on the reasoning also, but not on the math. Even the biggest reason for me to falling in there in my exam that happened the last year was the mathematics, because I didn't practice as much as I should have. So
Mhm.
that play very major role for me. This is subject very bastard subject. If you do the practice you will get the good grip. The moment you leave your practice, it will be put you into the you can say very uncomfortable zone.
Yes, yes. I still try to learn mathematics, and I will learn mathematics because I have a strong desire to know that what is there, why people can understand mathematics. So I will keep on trying to learn that, but right now I don't have time. So, but later on, I'll definitely try to learn that.
Yes, you know, in the mathematics, two um, two character always make me very confused: x and y.
I didn't
Generally
get.
x and y, we always, you know, when we are solving any questions in the math, we pick up this is the x, this is the y. I, you know, when I was taking the classes, and so I used to ask my teacher, don't pick up the x and y, just take the a plus b, because whenever I yes, instead of the x plus y, such a boring things, x plus y, x plus y, always they keep saying x plus y, this is the x plus y. I said, sir, please put it into black john and just say the a plus b. I always hate the mathematics, but now I have to also, you know, learn the mathematics, because I feel somewhere it is mandatory for me.
Absolutely, it is mandatory for everyone. Everyone should be good at mathematics, otherwise, they wouldn't be able to crack any government examination. In this era, especially, there are a lot of competition, a lot of aspirants are there, and who are already good at mathematics. So, if you can't do good in that subject, you will not be able to crack the examination. So, you have to be good equally in all the subjects. You have to focus in all the subjects, not only mathematics. They all matter a lot.
Yes. Okay. Tell me, as an aspirant, so what things that always make you very worry about your future?
I don't these days. I'm not worried about anything. I believe that everything is predestined. Whatever is written on my fate, I'm going to get that. But yeah, we can do hard work. We cannot compromise with that. We can do hard work, and we can do our work. And I'm doing my work. I'm not expecting anything in result. I'm not expecting anything. Whatever I will get. And if I don't get anything, that is also okay. This
Nice.
is how it, because you know when you think in deeper, you become frustrated and you become ill mentally. So it's better to stay calm. It's better to remain calm and composed all the time. Do not think about the future all the time. What is if I don't get job? What will happen? If I become sick by thinking that what will happen if I don't get job, so, what is the meaning of getting worried? Like, if we all know that health is wealth. So, if we are not caring about our health, then what money will do after a certain period of time, money will not be able to do anything with ourselves. So, for first of all, we need to stay happy and we need to stay calm and composed. And whatever will come, just accept and embrace and keep moving. Do not stop yourself, keep moving. That is what I believe.
Nice thought. So, do you really think that you are paying 100% attention on your study?
I try. But in my state, the condition is something different. They are not recruiting on a regular basis. So definitely aspirants are going to distract it. I'm not on the track, I can say, because they're not recruiting on a regular basis. So we are not, aspirants are not paying attention that much. They are thinking that what will happen if I study if they don't conduct examinations. So what is the use of studying? But I keep on studying. I feel like that they need to recruit teachers because there are schools and the education will not be eradicated by anyone. So it will be there. So teachers are really important in our society. So definitely wanted they will recruit, and so for that reason, I just keep on reading, and I love reading. So that is why I'm reading, and I feel like that I have to become. I need to become wise. So that is why I read books. I need to be a knowledgeable person. I have to be an informative person. So that is why I read. There is nothing, any other purposes.
Certainly. So, how was your college day? I mean, your school days? How were you? Were you studious or just backbencher like me?
Absolutely, I was very studious because I took admission in English honors. So it was a subject that time I faced many challenges. So I had to study a lot because I think I was not a very good student. I was an average student, so I had to study a lot. I had to remember all the broad notes. So I kept on studying all the time. That time I studied really hard in my college. And when I was in school, that time I was also studious. I tried my level best. I never ever wasted my time. I utilized my time properly as my capability, whatever capacity I have. According to my capacity, I worked really hard.
Correct, correct. But I have been totally contrast to you. I always have been the backbencher by my class 12th. Backbencher mean that I was just the same level. I was not the someone that is very topper, but in the college somewhere I did the good thing in the schools. But for me, that was very surprising when I was in the class 12th. Uh, the person who was the topper of my class uh, by the class 10th, so we were studying in the city because we thought that we are living in the last year, so we should just enjoy in the fun. And so I realized one thing, that friends are very, what we call, very bastards. They always try to waste our time. So we were living at the same room, and when we appear in the exam, so our exam went in the good direction, and I got the highest mark in my school. And so my friends were asking, and that what did you do? I was totally surprised because I was not expecting that much, percentage which I got. And so they were, after they were, they were just teasing me that you put me in very dark side and you were studying, although we were living in the same room. And even till now I always remind that time, that what did I do at that point of time. And sometimes I also laugh at myself because I didn't do nothing so special. And sometimes I think miracle happen. And so whenever we talk to each, one another at the video call, so they always ask me that what did you do. I also don't know what were the reasons that I got the highest mark in my whole school. So yes, I think sometimes if you are doing the hard work, so you don't get that kind of the marks. And if you are totally just working your task, whatever if you do the karma, I think you get the price of that, because I too much believe in the karma. Yes.
Yes, so do I, because I also believe that if you do your work, definitely you will get something out of that. You don't need to worry about the result. You are definitely going to pay off. So that's why I do not pressurize myself. I don't become worried about future.
Correct. But I think nowadays this thing has become very reversed for me. Frankly speaking, I have been keeping the focus on the outcome nowadays, and so I
Yeah.
was also thinking about the my outcome because I got the failure. So I thought that I should once again read the Bhagavad Gita because whenever I keep the focus on my outcome, I feel that my study is being disturbed. And Bhagavad Gita is something that whenever I read it, so it always bring back me to the karma, and so
Yes,
it's and nowadays. But I thought that I have to stop it by keeping the focus on the outcome because when we think about the outcome, so we don't able to concentrate on our karma and whatever we are doing.
absolutely. When you think about the outcome, that time you will become mentally ill. So,
Correct.
what is the use of becoming mentally ill? So, always take care of your mental health, always take care of your physical health, and do your work. Definitely, one day you are going to pay off everything. Whatever you are desiring for, one day you are definitely going to get all those things.
Correct. So
Okay. So, can we stop
yes,
here? Can we
yes,
end session today? Because it's
yes,
been 20 minutes, so we have to.
yes.
So it was
Bye.
really nice talking to you. It is always pleasure talking to you. Thank you so much. Have a nice day. Bye.
Thank you.